The full-scale preparation for the meeting has not yet begun. Everyone is carrying out the instructions given.
Has Russia received confirmation from the US that Washington won't help Kiev, or is the Kremlin still relying on Trump's public statements and American media publications?
There cannot be any official notifications on this matter. We hear and listen to all the statements, and we are guided by them. There are also contacts at the working and expert level, where we also have the opportunity to exchange positions. We see quite contradictory statements from Kiev. We see that the Kiev regime's position is also full of contradictions. All this does not contribute to the peace settlement process. The position of the Russian Federation and President Putin is consistent and well known. We continue our communication, in this case with the Americans, on the topic of the Ukrainian settlement. Serious work is underway. We'll see how it goes. All these contradictions we observe in Kiev do not facilitate this process. Quite the opposite, they make it more difficult.
Hungarian. Prime Minister Viktor Orban has called the upcoming top-level meeting between Russia and the United States a meeting of peace. Has Ukraine been invited to participate? How will the European side be represented? Are there plans to sign any documents? If so, what kind of them?
No details on the aforementioned for now. There is no understanding on the issue, and there is still a lot of homework to be done. We'll have to work through foreign ministries, our Ministry of Foreign Affairs, and the U.S. State Department. Their work will be focused on searching answers to the questions you've raised. U.S. President Trump and Orban have quite a warm relationship, and Russian President Putin has very constructive relations with him too. This greatly contributed to the understanding developed during the last phone conversation.
Over the weekend, American and British media reported that during the Putin-Trump telephone talks, they discussed a settlement formula based on the exchange of territories. Allegedly, in exchange for all of Donbass, Russia is ready not to claim those parts of the Kherson and Zaporizhzhia regions that it does not control. Can you provide any specifics? Was this really discussed? Is there any departure from the positions of Russia indicated by Putin in June 2024 at the extended Foreign Ministry Board?
We shared the information we wanted to give about this telephone conversation. There's nothing more we can report.
What do you think about last night Trump's statement that the Russian and Ukrainian troops should stop at the current front lines and everything else to be discussed later? What's your take on this topic?
It's a newspaper report. There have been many different statements on this matter. This topic has been raised repeatedly, with various nuances, during Russian-US contacts. The Russian side has responded each time. The response is well known, and Russia's consistency does not change. The full-scale preparation for the meeting has not yet begun. Everyone is carrying out the instructions given by the US and Russian presidents. But such extensive talks, team efforts to prepare the appropriate conditions for a high-level meeting, have not yet begun. It all will be only starting now. So all these questions are premature at this stage.
Speaking of Moscow's objectives in organizing the talks, what would you like to achieve from it?
Firstly, to advance the peaceful course of the Ukrainian settlement, and secondly, to use the meeting to discuss our bilateral relations.
Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky said he was ready to join the summit in Budapest if invited. What does the Kremlin think about this statement?
There is no detail on this yet, regarding the planned meeting discussed by the US and Russian presidents. Russia is certainly ready to expand cooperation with Iran in all areas. Iran is our partner. Our relations are developing quite dynamically. We are ready to continue. The situation with the comprehensive document, Joint Comprehensive Plan of Action, is very complicated. The European unconstructive position, of course, leads to it becoming more and more complicated. We believe that negotiations should involve everyone. There are no grounds for exerting excessive pressure on the sovereign country of Iran.
$25 करोड़ गरीब गरीबी को परास्त करके बाहर निकले।
For the good of our nation, let's work together and let's truly make America great again.
The fastest news breaks.
Requested PM saying that we will have to speak to Putin and to Zelensky.
The biggest newsmakers.
The relationship with India is probably the most important bilateral relationship the US will have for the rest of this century.
The capital delivered quite an election result today.
Expert analysis.
The million-dollar question today is how to stop this dance of death.
Ground reports.
I'm standing at the crossroad of the Kumbh Mela. Behind me are more than 100 entry ghats.
Long-form interviews.
Exclusionary politics is reflected in Manipur case as well. You don't bother because this is a small state.
Deep dive into burning issues.
It's often said DRC could be the richest country in the whole world. It's because of what sits underneath.
Why exactly did the US topple the Sheikh Hasina government?
HD videos. We don't just break news, we break it down.